What inspired you to pick up a guitar in the first place, or when did you?
I was, I had that same fascination that all kids have with guitars, and I just had this real sort of cocky thing, like looking at it going, I can get this. So I guess it was in my wiring from the very beginning. I was 13 years old when I finally took a lesson, and then I just went, okay, let's do that. And I really feel like the same person in a sense. I'm not really, because now I know where girls pee from. But I mean, but I don't mean the same person as when I was 13. But I mean, I feel like the same soul, from the first time I picked up a guitar.
You said you're not competitive with, guitar playing. Have you played Guitar Hero with friends?
I have played Guitar Hero, and the thing is, as any guitar player worth the salt will tell you, is that if you play, guitar players are going to line up with the drum. But if you line it up with the rhythm of the song, you'll lose the entire game. Everyone who's not a guitar player is just waiting for that green dot to pass over the green dot on the bottom. So they're not really locking in with the music. So if you lock in with the music, you'll be lost. Like you'll lose crank, crank, boo, crank, crank. But meanwhile, you're like dead on with the timing. So I sort of have to, if I do play Guitar Hero, the only way I can be good at it is if I pretend that I got in some sort of a car accident and I'm in rehab.
So, John, maybe you're just saying this because actually you're shit at it. So what you're trying to do is make out that there's a fault with the game. And
I am. I don't have any of the skill necessary for a Guitar Hero. But I have this other thing called Guitar Hero where I actually pick up a guitar and play for a couple thousand people at a time. And I got to, and when I gank notes, they don't boo, and I don't get a percentage at the end of it. There's no lightning bolt that comes down. Note streak. I got a note streak. I got a 95 note streak last night at the Metro. It was amazing.
Now, sorry, can I go?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, John, I was reading, I mean, we've collaborated with loads of people. I did read somewhere that you'd like to collaborate with Alicia Keys. Is that,
yeah, she's
is that
great.
True?
She's fantastic.
And why is that?
Alicia is a true musician in the sense that her elasticity, her ability to interpret an idea or a note or a melody, it's such a freeing experience. Every time we get on stage and play, we played together, I guess, in October, and it's like flying. It's like finding another person who can speak your language. She really is just such a great musician. So for me, it's like being able to open up on the track with somebody and just race cars with them. It kind of feels like musically with her.
And who else is on that list of people that you'd like to work with?
Oh, you mean like that list of people who can do that?
Yeah.
Not many. I don't really know who else in my sort of peer group has that sort of ability. I mean, she is highly, highly gifted.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think that in your old age you'll teach kids guitar?
I would love to.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to teach kids songwriting, because I think it's a skill. It's not really innate. I mean, you can have sort of a gift for sort of the brain for writing a song, but I would love to teach a songwriting class. That's sort of one of my dreams. I'd like to teach at Berklee College of Music in Boston, or have office hours, develop inappropriate crushes on my students.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then
Stay away from the boys' schools then.
yeah.
Very.
When you say it's an innate skill versus something you've learned, do you reckon would be easier to teach songwriting or guitar to somebody?
It'd be easier to teach songwriting, I think.
Why?
Because there's rules. There's sort of rules. There's so many different styles of playing guitar, but if you're writing a pop song, there's sort of a mindset, an overall framework. It's more fun to teach, I think. It'd be more fun to explain. There's more to talk about. It's such an interesting mindset of when do you go to the chorus? Do you go to the chorus? How many times do you do the chorus? Does this guitar solo need to be half as short? It's really fun for me. Plus, I love listening to other people's songs and just tearing them apart.
Do you do that? I mean, look, all those